Well, something came up the other day about like motivation. Man, let me tell you, don't talk about motivation or lack thereof to an athlete. We just have a whole different idea of what constitutes being motivated. When someone says to us, oh, I just don't have motivation, I just don't have the motivation to do it, to go to the gym, to go for a walk, to eat the right food, one meal to eat the right food. Every meal has to be a treat to them or something. I can't eat vegetables because it just doesn't taste good to me. Don't you have a goal to aspire to? That's the thing here. People say, oh, I lack motivation. I don't have the motivation to do it. So what you're telling me is that you're not taking yourself seriously. You're not taking your health seriously. You're not taking your goals seriously. Are you taking your life seriously? To a lot of us who are very heavy athletes, that's what we think of when we hear our friends and family and general acquaintances say something like that. I just don't have the motivation. Motivation is bullshit. Motivation is this concept and idea we have imprinted in our head of like getting amped and excited to do something. And for the sake of my argument, I'm going to say, yeah, it is. Being motivated to do something is being really excited to do it, wanting to do it really badly. But the problem with motivation is that it falters when there's a lack thereof. What do you do when you don't have motivation anymore? You give up? Is that it? You just give up? That doesn't make sense. For a lot of athletes out there, football players, baseball players, track and field athletes, swimmers, wrestlers, anyone who's been part of an organized team or a league, they get that hammered out of them. This whole thing of just like, well, I don't feel like doing it, I just don't have the motivation. Do you know what it's like to wake up 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning, not wanting to get out of bed, but knowing you have to? You know what we call that? Dedication and determination. And that's what's important. It's not about motivation. Being motivated to do something, oh boy, great. Good, you're motivated. Are you dedicated? Are you determined? That's the key. When you are dedicated and determined, you will never fail. You can't fail. If you're trying to go off motivation, you'll fail. I'm going to the gym right now. I go to the gym 3 days a week, sometimes 4, because scheduling conflicts with the girlfriend or plans, family, you name it. But I get my work in. The other day, I put up a video of me pulling 455 pounds off the floor for 2 reps. And man, am I happy about that. But you know when I did that? 4 a.m. I woke up at 3 and went to the gym. And it has nothing to do with motivation. I wasn't motivated. You think I want to go to the gym at 3 in the morning? You're crazy. I want to sleep. It's knowing that I have to do it. That's the key. Knowing that you have to do it and then doing it. Motivation it's just a lot of crap. And it just sabotages, right? I had this conversation with someone and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a competition. And they're like, well, that's your motivation. And I'm like, that's not my motivation. That's a goal. That's something I'm working towards, certainly. But I don't go to the gym every day psyched up and excited like, oh man, I'm gonna go to the gym, thinking about a competition 3 months away. Every day that I do go to the gym, I'm thinking to myself, this is what I have to do. I'm dedicated and I'm determined, right? For instance, I'm determined to pull 500 pounds off the floor. I'm determined to squat probably pretty close to what I can pull off the floor. And I'm determined to be able to bench press 315 pounds in this competition. They're stepping stones towards a later goal. But I'm not excited about it every time I go to the gym. You know when the excitement comes? Afterwards. Motivation, in the sense of being really excited about something to go and do it, is an after effect. When you're determined and dedicated, motivation comes in that form when you start following what it is you need to do. You start going, man, I'm making progress, I'm doing these things. I had no idea that I could feel this way. But that doesn't come the next day, I pull 455 at 3-4 in the morning. The next day I go to the gym, I'm thinking, oh man, I pulled 455 last time. I'm really excited. No. You have to step aside yourself and look at yourself when you go, oh, I don't have the motivation. You have to go, who are you and what are your goals? What are your plans? You have to ask yourself, is this gonna lead me to my goal? Yes or no? This is what dedication and determination is. It's being able to step aside the current circumstances and going, what do I need to do? Not what do I want, what do I need to do? There's a video out there on YouTube, a lot of people have probably seen. I don't like it, but I identify with it. Well, is it some guy who's like, oh yeah, I want to be the best player ever, and he meets some old guy who's super wise. He goes, yeah, come see me by the beach, the crack of dawn. And he's like, okay, I'll do that. So he goes out to the beach with this old guy, and the old guy sends him out to the water. tells him to like hold his breath or something. I don't remember all of it, but the baseline of it was, you know, it got to the point where the guy was just struggling to breathe. And the old man says, okay, what are you doing right now? What do you want right now? And the guy goes, I just want to breathe. And he goes, that's it. When you want what you want as badly as you want to breathe or you need to breathe, you'll do it. You'll be successful. And that's the key. You're not thinking about things as a want. You're thinking of it as a need. You have a goal. Set the goal. You know the goal? Great. Now figure out what you need to do. And then, to quote Shia LaBeouf, I don't know how to say his last name, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. But my favorite thing he says, which no one says, but is really important, if you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. That's the dedication part of it. Determination and dedication. Stop giving up. You do it. You take the first step, and then you take the second step, and then you take the third, and then the next thing you know, you've taken thousands upon tens of thousands upon millions of steps towards your goals. And not only have you taken steps towards your goals, you've reached your goals and you've moved beyond your goals. As I said before, athletes, they get this out of their heads pretty early. It becomes ingrained in their head of, well, this is just how it has to go. I have to compose myself and work myself to do what I want to do, such that it becomes what I need to do. Waking up at 5 a.m. when you'd rather be sleeping. I don't want to do the 400, coach. Too bad you're doing the 400. And if you're not doing the 400 at the competition, guess what your training the next day is going to be? 400s. A lot more than just the one you would have ran if you did it in the first place at the competition. You know, very early with an athlete, you learn that it's not about what you want to do, it's what you need to do. And that's why it's so good for kids. Getting into the mindset of this is not a want, it's a need. And there's really nothing I can do about that. And the more that I dance around the problem, the harder it becomes to accomplish. The concept of motivation, as we know it today, is a trap. And you shouldn't believe in it. You shouldn't believe in being motivated. Believe in making decisions, actively, conscientiously, intelligently making decisions, and then doing them. That's what matters. So thanks for listening. I really appreciate it. I hope you appreciate, you know, some of the message that I'm trying to get across to you. As much as people take it as a joke, you know, do it. Just do it.